Hello everyone, welcome back to a new YouTube video. I hope you are all well. Today, because my last one of these went down so well, I decided to do another one. I think it's always good to do them at the beginning of the season whilst people are kind of looking into their wardrobe a bit closer and kind of preparing for the new season. So today is going to be a COS haul, and I say that in inverted commas. It's going to be my COS favorites that I've seen on their website, and the same with the manga one I did recently and ones I've done before. I've not bought any of these pieces. These are all just pieces I've seen on their site that I think could be really useful, and I'm going to be explaining why I think they're going to be really useful pieces. And what I really want to do here, which is kind of why I've not bought these pieces, I don't want to encourage you to go and buy all of these pieces or even any of them. This could just be an inspiration video for you, or things you think you might want to invest in future, and just kind of planting those seeds and ideas and outfit inspiration. I really don't want this video to be, I like all of these pieces, go and buy them. I want this to be a takeaway of something useful, of kind of building blocks for your wardrobe, and hopefully it will do that. I've chosen COS because I thought there were some really nice pieces on there at the moment. Lots of timeless minimal pieces, and they also have a twist to them, and I think they ship to a lot of countries as well, so I wanted to make it as useful as possible, so hopefully it is, and let me know other brands you'd like to see me do this with in future. So let's get into the first piece. So a lot of these pieces are new in, just because I wanted them to be available. The first thing is a bit of an occasion piece actually, because this is a time of year I start getting bombarded with questions about occasion wear, and I always just want to try and share those pieces whilst I see them, because it's sometimes really hard to do a roundup of occasion pieces. It's really hard to find 3 or 4, let alone multiple. So I just want to kind of share them when I find them. And the first is this navy jumpsuit. I don't actually own anything like this, but I will with other pieces. If I do own similar things, I'll try and put them on screen as to how I've styled my own versions. But I don't really own anything like this, but it's a really chic piece. If you've got an occasion coming up, it's navy, so I feel like you can wear it more to a wedding and not feel like you're wearing black, but you've still got a darker color on if that's more you. The halter neck is so chic. I think halter neck are so flattering as well. Great for a christening, great for a party. You can pop a blazer over your shoulders, and it just looks really chic and minimal. Next is this oversized belted trench, a real wardrobe classic. If you've not invested in a trench yet, maybe think about doing so, especially one like this. It's 100% cotton, beautiful quality, very well made, and I love the shade of it too. It's a really nice color of beige. These big lapels on it as well feel a little bit more elevated and high-end than if you were wearing something that was maybe just very simple in the design. So although it's a minimal piece, I think just having those little extra elements like the big lapels makes such a difference to the overall way it looks. Okay, let's talk about this knitted tank top. I think these kind of pieces are your kind of wardrobe staples and foundations. Sorry if the lighting's changed, by the way, but it was coming really sunny, so I've decided to just use the ring light, otherwise the light would be changing all the time. Anyway, my next piece is this knitted tank top. I think these kind of things are the real wardrobe foundations that you should be investing in. And it's amazing how much we neglect these kind of things. I am so guilty of this. I don't buy enough of these very basic pieces, but I think this version in particular will be so useful in your wardrobe. So it's a knitted tank, which is very lightweight. It won't be too warm when it comes warmer weather, but I just think they look so chic and elevated. The model is actually wearing this with some jeans, a really chunky necklace, and a belt. I could see this with some white wide leg trousers in the evening, but then equally in the daytime, you can pop it with all sorts of denim, linen, a midi skirt, a maxi skirt, that kind of thing. And although it's something so basic, I just think this is a really good version of that. So speaking of good basics, COS are so great for shirts, and I would highly recommend this. It's called a minimal shirt, which basically means there is very little to it in terms of there's no pockets, and also the buttons are concealed, which just makes it feel so fresh and clean, and I just love that kind of look. So if you are looking for a new white shirt for the new season, I think this version is a great one. And you know, these pieces aren't breaking the mold. They're not anything crazy or out there, but everything I've chosen is a good version of that item. It's like kind of what I deem to be the best version of a white shirt is just this minimal, no pocket, very simple piece. It's not fitted, it's not oversized. It's just a really perfect kind of white shirt. Okay, I am loving this relaxed blazer with the button up here, which just feels, again, really fresh and modern. But at the end of the day, it's just a black blazer, so it's gonna be very, very wearable. But think about these little twists in the pieces that you're buying. Having a button up here rather than down there just mixes things up and makes things feel a little bit more on trend, even though it's not a trend piece. So it's those very subtle things you need to look for, and that's why this blazer does it for me. This is gonna look so good with just simple jeans, wear it for work, with a t-shirt underneath. So many different styling options for a black blazer, but again, this is just a really good version of it. Next is this scarf detail blouse, and I really wish I suited this brown shade, but it's just not for me, unfortunately. It does also come in pink, but again, I'm not really a pink kind of gal, but the brown is just so lovely, and I was drawn to this for the shape of it. The draping of the neckline just looks so elevated. I just feel like this is a real kind of high-end designer looking piece for not the designer price tag. I could see this with some really big chunky hoop earrings, and then maybe some tonal trousers, some brown trousers, or some white cream trousers to lighten it up a little bit. But on the right skin tone, I think this blouse would look so good. The model looks gorgeous in it. And I think, like I said, just this neckline feels very, almost like a kind of old Hollywood feel with the sweeping scarf neckline. It's so classy and elegant. Next is this leather crossbody bag. I've actually just got a similar version from Arket, and I was talking to a friend about the Arket one. She said she'd looked at the COS one. So I thought I'd share it here because it's a really good piece. It's not as big as my Arket one. It's this kind of almost crescent shape crossbody bag with a thick strap, and I'm loving this style at the moment. And the reason I got the Arket one was just because I felt every time I came to my wardrobe, and I've told everyone to do this, every time you go to your wardrobe, think about what you're missing. And for me, it was that kind of very casual crossbody bag. I own lots of crossbody bags, but they're a little bit more of a kind of boxy bag, like my Gucci one, Dior one. They're both like quite boxy, slightly more formal, slightly more dressy kind of bags. I just wanted something very slouchy every day that would maybe dress down things like blazers, but also look good over trench coats and just with more casual outfits. So that's why I decided to go for that one, which is actually a bit bigger, but I really like the smaller version, and I like this kind of way it sits across the body. I just think they're so useful. They just look instantly chic and cool, like you've kind of not really made an effort, but you kind of have, and I just think they'll go with everything too. I think there are so many times that we need a more casual handbag, and it's probably something we neglect because maybe we spend more money on a fancier handbag or a smarter handbag, but actually having that nice casual handbag really can transform your look. Okay, let's talk next about this minimal cropped jacket, which I think is very chic. Now, the thing with COS is that sometimes maybe you see the styling or you see it in store and maybe feel a bit confused by the piece or a bit not sure how to wear it. Some of the pieces are a little bit more avant-garde almost, or a little bit more directional, and actually they would be really wearable and really elevate your wardrobe. So I hope that me explaining these pieces in a bit more detail will give you inspiration of how to wear them. You might in your head just think, I can't wear that, but I like it. But actually you can wear that and it will really open up your wardrobe. And that's what I think this jacket falls into. You might look at this and think that's cool, but how am I gonna wear it? And actually I think you'll find it's really useful. I have a grey wool version, a bit like this jacket. It's got a collar on. It's almost like a bomber jacket, but a little bit less trend-led. So again, a bit more wearable. And what I love about this in particular is these kind of slightly balloon-shaped sleeves. Again, that is what I love COS for. It's these little details that really elevate the piece. So this is a really nice spring jacket. For those days, you don't want a blazer, you don't want maybe a smart jacket like this Marcelo London one. You maybe want something a little bit more casual. There's also not a trench coat. I think we're actually going to see a lot of crop jackets around this season. Just because those maxi skirts are in and they lend themselves so nicely to a maxi skirt. So I could see this jacket with different colors of maxi skirts, a denim maxi skirt, a leather maxi skirt. You can style it in that way, but also with some wide slouched jeans to dress it down a little bit. Some white jeans would look really chic with this. Some wide leg black trousers like I'm wearing now. With a belt, you could actually do this whole look with that jacket, and it just kind of plays it down a little bit. You could pop it over long dresses if you wanted to as well. So lots of different styling options with it, and I think these sleeves just really make the jacket. Again, let's talk about elevated basics. The next is this mock neck oversized black t-shirt. I think it comes in other colors too. But this kind of piece, again, is really useful. It's a simple t-shirt, obviously, but actually, instead of just going for that crew neck, the mock neck transforms it into a little bit something extra. I think it looks a little bit more expensive as well, and it sits really nicely. I find these higher mock necks sit really nicely next to a blazer and look very sharp with that collar next to a blazer collar. I think they work really well for that. Again, it's about investing in your basics, investing in good basics that you'll wear on repeat. And this kind of oversized slouchy feel with the high neck just will elevate those basic pieces. The model's wearing it with white jeans, which I absolutely love, a bit of jewelry, and you've got yourself a really chic look without, you know, overthinking it and feeling like you have to have lots of trend elements in the outfit. This t-shirt just does it and makes it because of the shape of it. The next is these earrings, the chain link drop earrings. And I chose these just because they kind of remind me a little bit of the Tiffany ones. Obviously not Tiffany price tag. They're not solid gold like the Tiffany ones, but I think they're a really nice alternative and they create the same sort of effect. Again, minimal, but also bring something a little bit different to the table with this drop and then the ball. I think these would look so good with your hair back. Again, something very, very simple, but the earrings will make it and transform it. And that is what I love about all of these COS pieces. They still adhere to my kind of minimal style and that kind of classic look, but just bring something a little bit different. And I just think these earrings would look good on everyone and just kind of transform your simple pieces. I love a shirt dress. So this next piece is right up my street, blue striped midi shirt dress. Now it falls kind of mid-length on the model. I imagine the model's pretty tall, so it will be quite long, but I think that's better. I think that's so good. I love the longer length, especially as we're seeing that kind of maxi length around. I just think it looks so effortless, wafty, chic, and there's always lots of ways to wear a shirt dress despite it being a dress. It's easy because it's a dress, but also you've got styling options. You can go for trainers, sandals, layer it with a blazer. You could pop a t-shirt underneath with it if you wanted to. I actually have one from the Frankie shop last year in green, and I only got it at the end of last year, but I actually found I wore it a lot at the end of last year. I belted it, I didn't belt it, I wore it on holiday. So again, lots of different styling options, not just styling options with your footwear, but also how you can style it on top. You can dress it up, put those earrings in that I had on before and a pair of heels. You got yourself a really easy, chic weekend evening look. It's 100% cotton. It comes with its own belt, but I think it would be really nice with like a tan belt over the top. And like I said, you could actually take this on holiday, wear it in the evening one night, belted with a good pair of earrings, and then the next day you can wear it as your beach cover up. So it really brings some flexibility, and I find that a good shirt dress will come back into your wardrobe forever. My mum actually has a blue stripe one, and she always brings it out every year, and I always look at it and think, oh, what a great investment that was. Not that it was mega expensive, but I just think she's been able to get so much wear out of it and can bring it out every year. And I think you'll be able to do that with this one because it's so classic. Another accessory now is this perfect pearl hair clip. Again, I think this is something we maybe neglect a bit, but hair accessories, for me anyway, I find I get a lot of wear out my hair accessories and they transform your outfits. If you're someone like me, if you're watching this video, I presume you like my style, so you've probably got similar style. Maybe you wear quite simple pieces. and wonder sometimes how can I mix that up a little bit. Accessories are the way to do that, and I love this pearl clip. I think this would look so nice in the evening. A lot of those big claw clips are a bit casual, so to have this slightly dressier claw clip is a really nice option. Again, especially for holidays in the evening, this will look so good with everything. I could see it with that shirt dress, with the simple white shirt that I showed before, the t-shirt, it will go with the blazers, and it's just a way to spice up your look without investing either heavily into a trend or investing into new clothing. Okay, so I think that's everything for now. I hope this has been useful for you. If it has, let me know. I know I got so much great feedback on the mango one that I did, so I hope you enjoyed this just as much. And again, let me know what brands you want to see next. I did actually have a look at H&M for this video, but I didn't see anything on there that was really jumping out at me, and I just felt like COS had some much better pieces that would be, although they are more expensive than H&M, would be more wearable and you'd get more out of them, and they looked better quality as well. So that's why I didn't go for H&M this time. I'll wait till they get some new stock in maybe, and then cover H&M as well if that's something you want to see. So thanks so much for watching. If you've not subscribed already, then make sure you're subscribing. Give me a thumbs up. Go and follow me on Instagram. I'm just about to hit 1.4 million followers over on there, which is just another milestone reached. So I'm so grateful if you do already follow me on there. Thank you for that. And I'll see you in my next video.